Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Will You Be My Galentine? I know I said a certain time, but let me tell y'all what's going on in my life. This morning, I wake my son up at normal time. I told him to go ahead and get up because last night we had arranged, he and I discussed him getting some hot cocoa after he got ready for school today. So I had already, once I woke him up, I had already started boiling the water. Normally, if we have milk, I'll use hot milk, but I was boiling the water. So he wakes up and he says, "Mommy, I'm dizzy." Okay. Last night before he went to bed, I had gave him some medication, and we're going to be using this Love Struck Alterations by Tim Holtz. I got this in someone's D stash, so I'm not sure if it's still available. It still may be available just in thin dyes. I thought we would do something kind of fun today. We're going to take our distress ink and distress around the edges, and we're going to make two tags, hopefully, if I can stay focused. But I'll tell you the story as we continue. I also cut it out. I have some cards from Michaels that I had got. I'm not sure from where. Either Michaels or no, yeah, Michaels is clearance or not. Or I think it was Michaels clearance. So let's just leave it at that. I think it was a Michaels clearance, but they have glitter 8.5 by no A2 size card. So I just took the paper and folded it to itself, and I cut it out like this because I thought it'd be really cool to have some glitter stuff. And then I have, so I did it on three, three. Yeah, I did, but I did this twice. I didn't fold it over. I just did it, ran it through twice. And the die cutting machine I'm using. I think it's time for a new one. I have another one, but it's hand crank, and I like the one that I use, which is the Bagavon 2, I guess. The one that was the more, not the cleaner look, not the black and gray one, but the dirtier one, you know, the vintage looking one. Okay, so, and then we have these hearts, and then I use this pink paper because I was like, okay, I, so tomorrow, because I'll get that, but my son doesn't have school, I should be able to bust out some more videos because I don't like being behind. It's a lot of stuff that I have going on that is not worth discussing because it's just like, who wants to be brought down, right? The only thing is the card, I put the paper off a scotch too much and I didn't get shiny arrows, but that's okay. We don't need shiny arrows anyway. So I thought we could keep this and do something with it. So again, I showed you the stamps, not the stamps, the words. What are they? Oh, I showed you the stickers and stuff that we'll be using to yesterday. I showed it to you. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go ahead and this is just basic. This is a some cardstock, and I cut it down. It's still the normal 8.5 length, but I cut them four, so it's 4 by 8.5. And we're gonna go ahead and punch holes in it. I thought about buying a reinforcer, but I don't need it. Like I thought, I was like, well, I was talking to myself, right? Expert opinion. And I was like, what you need that for? Like seriously. And I was like, I really don't. But other people, uh, they have them and it looks really cool. So that's why I was like, yeah, I should get it, but I don't really need it. Anyway, so he was like, Mommy, I'm dizzy. So I was like, okay, well, let me check his temperature. I took his temperature, and when I checked it at home, I checked it. Well, he was in the restroom, and I came back, and it was high, right? And I was like, let me recheck it. I said, did you put this underwater? Not that he knows how to do that yet. But I was like, did you put this underwater? He was like, no. I was like, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, this is off a scotch, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. Again, this is for Will You Be My Galentine? I know I feel like I'm just kind of rambling and running with the conversation, but um, I'm not running with it. I want to do this and tell you why we late today. Now, tomorrow we shouldn't be late because we already at this point, this junction in our life. But, so I took it again. It was 102.9, right? And it was still beeping. So I just took it out of his mouth. I said, you know what, let's just go. So I took him to the doctor, took him to the emergency room this morning. And I left my house at 7 something. And I got there because it was traffic. I need to just trim this down some. This one side is going to drive me crazy. It's off a little bit. And I should have did that before. But that's okay. We'll just cut both of them down. Ugh. And it's still off because I scooted the paper over. Hold on, let's see. Yeah. No one will know because the cards shouldn't be stacked on each other, but I know. And that's just driving me crazy, right? There we go. It's gonna have to do. It's gonna have to do. It's just gonna have to do. It's gonna have to do. There's some still hung on there. That's okay. All right. So anyway, so I took him to the doctor. They did a throat, not a throat, a nose for COVID, of course, right? COVID and flu. The last time he had flu, I think I told you about that when he fell and hit his face at school, and he had that loose tooth or whatever. I swear, he gets hurt more than anyone I know. I don't know about other kids getting hurt. I only know about him getting hurt because he's mine. I don't know the other kids, right? So now we're gonna take this picked raspberry, and I don't have my brush, so let me go ahead and try to find that. All right, so we got that, and we're gonna go ahead and ink up this edges. So I was thinking that we could do one like grungy, and then one not grungy, but I don't have mental strength for that today, to be honest. So anyway, so I took him this morning, and he had to he got his vital signs done, and when my son runs a temperature, he's hot, like very very hot to touch. Um, like when you first start heating up like a pot of water, like at that very instant when it starts to get like hot, that's how he is. And then as he gets hotter, he's hotter, right? So anyway, I feel like I may have to cut this down, but we're not. Um, I take him there, and the nurse feels him, the person that's taking the vital signs, the blood pressure and all that, the temperature. And the nurse is like, yeah, he's really hot. And I was like, yeah, but his temperature, they do it in Celsius, so it was 101 point something. And so then they came and they took his nasal swab, and we waited and waited and waited. And then they brought us back to the room, and we waited and waited and waited because you got to wait on the results before you can get treatment, right? So everything was negative. So he has a virus, but which one they don't know, right? hmm A phantom virus, right? And so I'm like, okay, what are we doing? And she's like, well, we're gonna give him some. She said, just keep giving him Motrin and Tylenol. So they prescribed that for us, and we waited, and we got home around 11. We had an 8, maybe no, we got home around 11:30, 11:20, something like that. And then I have another obligation that it's like a must do. So I just finished that, and then I went and die cut this, and now here we are, um, starting on this project. I just do not like being behind on stuff because I don't know. It bugs me. It bugs me a lot more than it probably should. Because I'm not beholden to anyone, but at the same time, I don't like to not keep my word. And it's a lot of stuff that I haven't done over the last couple of years that like mailed out all the packages, et cetera, et cetera. So that already is in my mind, and it bugs me that people may think that I'm a flake or, I'm not a flake. I just have a lot of crap going on in my life that causes me to have other issues, right? But anyway, nonetheless, it bugs me. So we're gonna put this love coupon on here. You're my magic person. I was gonna get a Julie Nutting doll out, but I was like, we're already doing Hey Girl Hey. Do we need a Julie Nutting doll? And if y'all want to see it kind of intertwined and weaved in, please feel free to let me know, and I will definitely incorporate some of those other elements that I already have going on in there. But I didn't know if you wanted to see that or not, so that's why I haven't did it. But I thought about doing it. So this right here is an arrow, right? Of course, it's an arrow, but I want to put it this way. And I think because we use this shiny cupid, we're gonna use this shiny cupid, and we're gonna put them here like that. Although his bow should be shiny too, ma'am. Uh, we'll have him shooting up to the sky. I don't know. We could do a tag this way, but what's the purpose of having a tag if it's gonna be that way, right? So I got that. I'm just gonna lay this out. Now, today when I was planning this out this morning, I was like, "Ooh, it's gonna be so fun. We could probably do a little bit of layering, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera." And now here we are. And I'm like, okay, that looks good. That looks good because I'm thinking I should have got some doilies. I have, I've been attempting to get organized over the last couple of months, and the more I get organized and put the things away, the more disorganized I get because it's not where I remember it. It's now in a new spot, which causes me to have slight palpitations about that as well. But it is what it is. I can't control. I can only control me. I can't even control my son, right? We're all humans and everything like that. So nonetheless, um, I'm just plucking out some of this wayward thing because I was thinking this would be cool on a different tag as well. Like if I put two tags on here, right? Like a pink tag or a brown tag. But here we are. We're gonna keep it like this. All right. So we're gonna use this Sure Bond glue because it bonds a little bit quicker, and I don't wanna. I want it to go ahead and go on, so I won't be like, oh no, I should have moved it and put it in this spot. I was thinking I could just make a big book at the end and put all of these in, like all the projects, like yesterday's project. I said I need to fix yesterday's because I'm not happy with we're gonna leave that there. And then I'm gonna take this heart, cut it in half. So I'm gonna glue it down right here. And then I'm gonna just cut it in half. And then I'm gonna just take a sticker or two and put it on there. I feel like this needs to be dirtier, grungier, uh, but it's so clean, right? Because it's just white with random stuff on it. My son keeps telling me that he's doing better. I'm not sure if y'all can hear all that coughing in the background, but that's him coughing because they only, they didn't give me any real medicine because they couldn't diagnose him with anything. So I gave him medicine when we got home. He was like, I don't need the medicine. I feel better. And I'm like, you're coughing though. He's like, no, I'm not sick anymore. You know how little kids be trying to weasel out of stuff. That's him. All right, so we got this. I feel like this is good. We just need a few more little elements, right? Because this is a decent tag. But it needs some other stuff. Like I was wanting to put that love at the bottom of it. Like right there. But I think I'm going to just put sweet. So we're going to just do a little bit of decorative here. Sweet. All right. And then I think I'm going to put some hearts. So I hope y'all are having a great Thursday. But Thursday, for the most part, definitely is good. He's sick, but he doesn't have any, like, he doesn't have a flu or anything like that. He just has some kind of virus that they can't tell me what the heck it is. So, you treat accordingly to the symptoms, I guess, of none or the lack thereof. I think I want to put Cupid saying Happy Valentine's Day. Maybe we could do that on this one. So let's move that out the way. And look, I got a feeling we're not gonna even use our shiny. Yeah, we're gonna use it just like that. he's like, Happy Valentine's Day. And let's go ahead and put this on here. My neighbor called me while I was in the middle of doing the thing that I was doing, and I called them back and they didn't answer the phone. So now I'm slightly worried about them. I hope no one's like in the hospital or, in the hospital. So when I called back, he didn't answer the phone. So when we finish up, I'll be going outside to see if their vehicle is there. Maybe they were telling me that my trash can had rolled away. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so we got that. Let's come over here and see. I like this XOXO situation. Let's see. I think the best time to get, if you're not needing it right away, seasonal craft stuff is when the stuff goes on sale, right? Now look, it's a little bit too big. A little bit too big. What if I cut XO and put XO like that? You know what I'm saying? So what if I did XO like that? No one's gonna know we cut in half but me and you, so shh, don't tell nobody. Right? Alright. So let's burnish this down. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna put something across the top. Maybe Be My Valentine? No. Let's see. Always. Let's put always over there. I think sometimes, I always worry that I'm not layering it up enough because I've seen so many beautiful tags. But I don't think you have to do all that because if you're going to turn this into something else, you don't need. Well, I don't know. I could be wrong. But maybe it's just not needed as much as I think it is. I did pull out my corner rounder and did not bring it because I am tired of these corners being pointy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a little bit more stuff to it. I just feel like it's not enough, even though I just talked about not needing a whole bunch. We don't need a whole bunch, but it still just feels kind of dry on this one. And maybe I could go around and put some things in, but let's see if we can just add a few more love touches, right? A few more hearts, things like that. Because if we don't use them now, they're going to sit on the sheet of paper and get dried up. And where's that other heart, half heart? Let's see. Oh my goodness. Nope, not gonna work. Maybe this cupcake will. Sweet. Yeah, sweet cupcake. I don't know. All right, so this is our completed project for the second day of the Will You Be My Galentines. I will try to do better, y'all. That's all I can say is I'll try. But my family comes first, and my mental health and well-being also has to take precedence of my other mental health and well-being. But I do want to say thank you all so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. I will I'm going to post every day into the 14th Valentine's. It may not be on a designated time or anything like that, but yeah, tomorrow should be on time. I want to say thank y'all for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.